Hey, how you doing? This is Todd Williams. You might know me from Vampire Diaries and Switched at Birth. Please tune in to Variety Radio Online. He's doing fantastic. They treat you like a king, and you will enjoy all the contents.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have with us tonight Todd Williams.
Yes.
So Todd,
Yes.
welcome to the Variety Radio Online.
Thank you very much.
We've enjoyed getting to know you this weekend.
Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah, no.
It was a pleasure because I can actually put a voice to the faces that I see on Twitter and whatnot. And then it was a bonus to be able to meet you.
Well,
So
thank you.
it's been
Appreciate
cool.
that.
Yes. Wow.
I really have to say, to start out this, really?
Can your husband edit that out?
I
Background
hope
singer?
So,
Oh, he's. Oh, got it. Same guy. Okay.
is it something serious? Like, we
just
don't want to
like to
interrupt a romance.
Yeah,
So,
it's like
you know, it could be proposing.
Also, that's what I'm saying. I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be
Yeah, no, we'll hold off on that one. I was going to say, I just want to start out by saying that something you said last night really made me appreciate you as an artist, because I truly believe you guys are artists when you are on stage and on camera and out there doing your job. You said last night, when you were looking around the room at the casino night, you made a comment that you wanted to make sure that you said goodnight to all the fans that were there. You were looking around trying to appreciate that you met everyone that was there.
Yeah.
And I tell you, thank you so much for that.
Oh, I didn't even think it was that big of a deal.
is a big
It was
deal.
just, I know that people travel from far away to come to these things.
Right.
They put down a lot of money. I had the opportunity to speak to people and see how much it actually costs because I had no idea.
Right.
So I'm like, man, the least thing I can do is just say hi to everybody, make sure that everybody, I mean, they might not necessarily be coming for me, but it doesn't matter. I want them to have a good experience nonetheless.
Right. I'm sorry.
No, it's all right.
This definitely is going to be the interesting interview of my time.
No. I know you're proposing. Can you like just pause that for me?
I just want to say that first of all, that I appreciate that.
Oh, no,
yeah.
no, that was-
and the fans do
that-
too. But I want to point that out, that the fans, that you had made that comment to me, to our fans, that I really appreciate that. I'd love to start out, and I know this is a typical question, but you know we have to ask because there's a lot of our fans who weren't here during your Q&A,
Right.
That may not know. We would love to know. Kind of what got you started? What really drew you into? Oh my gosh, I really would like this to be my career.
Like I want to do this.
Yeah,
I was talking about it. I think I touched on it briefly in the Q&A.
You did.
Like I've been introduced to there was this church, and they were performing at the time, and a buddy of mine, he was like, hey, you want to come down just to go? Because they had a really good youth program. And my Sundays were pretty much just kind of, you know, hanging around and not really doing anything. And so I decided, hey, yeah, cool, I'll check it out. Had a good time. And at the time, they were putting on this church play. And I don't know what it was. It was just something different. The energy and the excitement, and I mean, I didn't really know what it really was about,
right.
But I knew that the creative atmosphere was something that, you know, I found intriguing. And so when I was actually able to be a part of it, although all the parts were casted, I loved being on stage. I loved just the feeling of everything. And so I said, you know what? I think this is what I want to do. And just pursued it from there.
Right.
Yeah.
As you started your career, what was that aha moment? I'm an actor. Because I know there was a time you go through classes.
You feel like, yeah, you do the classes and you're auditioning.
Right.
And in New York, you know, in New York, it's not so bad because the pool of actors isn't as big as it is in LA. So when people ask you, hey, what do you do? I mean, it helps if you're a working actor. I mean, it's always going to be the case because either you're a writer or you actually get paid to write. So there's that aspect to it. But for the most part, I think that it wasn't until I was actually on set doing what I said I wanted to do when I felt that I had the right to actually say, yeah, I'm an actor. Because a lot of people
What set was that?
Let's see. Because I did commercials before I started doing everything else.
So that kind of
And
put you on the camera, but
Yeah, but it's acting,
yeah,
but it's a different kind of acting.
right.
I got my big break because I was doing a couple of recurring stuff. I'd done Law and Order, and I did the show called Third Watch that was on back in the day, and I was recurring on Third Watch, and I said, wow, you know, I'm working regularly, well, regularly enough. I still have my day job, but I felt, I don't know, a part of it, you know, instead of the person on the outside saying, man, I want to be able to work on those shows. I was actually working on the show. So it was in a smaller capacity, but I was there. So it was like mission accomplished in terms of progression.
Right.
So, yeah, but there's always more that I still want more, you know?
With Vampire Diaries, obviously this is the weekend we're here with the Vampire Diaries, and you were one of our hunters. Did you do any prep work as a hunter? Did you do any research for this role, or did you just read the script and embrace it?
Yeah, they said that he just needed to be ex-military. They didn't really go through a whole breakdown of what he actually did. So once I got there, you know, had a chance to read the script, just absorbed it. Created my imaginary circumstances based on what I was given, and drew from that.
Okay.
And that was pretty much it.
With Vampire Diaries, and I know there's certain episodes that stand out and certain moments that stand out. Is there something that you can share with the fans? I know it's tough to pull one certain moment. You've mentioned that it is tough to do that, but we'd love to hear kind of maybe one of those moments that really felt like it's going to always stick with you. You know?
Being chained up was interesting. That'll always be with me. Yeah, the handcuffs and the shirt off, and it was so interesting because there was a makeup woman. She had this bottle of glycerin and water. She would come spritz me down with everything, so that I looked all tripping wet, and the light hit my abs just right.
And we all enjoyed that.
That stuck out just because I was so self-conscious. I was like, oh my God, I don't know how. I was in the gym like 4 or 5 times a week.
Right.
I was dreading because I knew eventually there might be a shirtless scene, and I was talking to other people like, hey, did you see the new script? Do you know if there's like a shirtless scene or anything like that? Because I need to be prepared for it.
Right.
So I think that's probably what stood out. I mean, it was a great overall experience.
Yeah.
It really was. Like, I don't just say that just to say that. It was one of the best working experiences I've had. Just every cast, crew, the material that I was given, just because, I don't know, given that it's fantasy, I think it makes it even more fun because you can write so many storylines because it's not based in reality. You know what I'm saying? So there's just so much that you could do. Vampire hunters and, you know, hybrids and doppelgangers, and it was a good time.
Are you a fan of the genre, sci-fi genre?
Yes.
Okay. Do you? What are you watching right now on your own? Are you watching Walking Dead?
Huh?
Are you watching Walking Dead?
Yes, Walking Dead. Yeah, but I don't consider that sci-fi.
No, but it definitely comes into.
I mean, it's not reality.
Yeah, zombies.
Hopefully.
You know.
Yeah, you never know. Game of Thrones. There's dragons in that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Dragons and stuff.
Yep.
So Game of Thrones, Walking Dead. What else? Man, I'm trying to think of all any kind of sci-fi movie that comes out.
Yeah.
I love to go see it.
Have you seen The Oz?
No. I haven't had any time to go to the movies.
This is true. It's only a week out, so.
But I love the preview of it. I said, oh my gosh.
It captures you right out the bat.
Right.
Yeah.
I was like, wow. And I hope that it wasn't just primarily visual. I hope there's like a good storyline behind it, because then it's just like, yes.
With Walking Dead, we kind of talked about this ahead of time, so I have to throw this out at you. Only because we have a lot of Walking Dead fans.
Gotcha.
That's on our website.
Yeah.
If we had an apocalypse,
Yes.
and zombies were everywhere, who would you want to cover your ass? Anyone. Time, future, present, actor, family. Who would you want to have your back?
It could be sci-fi.
It can be anyone.
Terminator.
We said that. That's great. Arnold.
They could bite him, and it doesn't matter. They can shoot him down. It's cool.
Okay, cool. We just have to ask because great following with Walking Dead, and we always that's kind of actually one of our questions on our profiles as host also.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I have my own back.
Really?
I do.
But you can't see behind yourself.
I don't care
Back?
because I don't trust anybody else.
Okay, I understand that. Well,
Actually, I couldn't answer it when she asked me. I was like, I have no answer for that.
but see, with the Terminator, depending on if the future you sent him back, he would have to have you back. Yes.
Yeah. No, you're right because he knows what's gonna happen.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, I might have to change my profile
I'm just saying.
just because.
I'm just saying.
All right. What would be an ideal role for you? Do you have something tucked away that is something you want to reach out and accomplish?
You know what? I'm just happy exploring.
Okay.
Because with the genre of film, it's to shine light on different parts of the human condition, and there's literally billions of stories. Like everybody has their own individual story, and so just as long as I'm able to be a part of telling a story that's good and well written, I'm cool. It's like traveling.
Yeah.
It's like going to a new place all the time.
Right.
So if I haven't been there, I want to see it.
Right.
Like people ask me, where would you like to go? I'm like, I want to go everywhere I haven't been. So
It's all a new experience.
it's all a new experience.
And that's what life's about. I mean, and if you don't
At the end
embrace
of the-
it,
exactly.
I think you have to step up and just
Definitely.
enjoy and embrace it. I know Amy has a few questions, kind of,
Yeah.
Amanda, I'm going to have to be edited in that spot, won't I? I'm in trouble.
Hi, I just wanted to ask you a few questions about your character on Switched at Birth with Zane. Do you know if you're coming back from your tour?
My tour, I have no idea.
So you don't
I mean,
know if
hopefully
you're
it'd be
gonna
cool
be recurring
because I like working with Constance, man. She's awesome. And it was cool going from a vampire hunter to a musician because it was just like, wow, it's like I said, it's
Embracing that life.
embracing that, right? It was completely different. I said, you know what, this is cool. Hopefully I'll be able to get back, but I don't know.
That would be great. If your character does come back, and with him being involved with Regina and with Daphne being deaf, do you think your character would be interested in learning sign language so that he could better communicate with her?
I have no idea. That means I have to see what Zane is thinking about it. I don't know. Zane just loves his music, man. He would take some time out because he's a good guy. So I know that he would definitely take time out to learn some basic stuff. Being proficient in it, I'm not sure. But he'd definitely make the effort. Yeah, for sure.
Well, with a lot of the fans seeming to kind of blame Zane for Regina drinking again, what's been the response to you on Twitter and other social media?
There have been a few people that said, "Oh man, you took Regina and made her fall off the wagon." No, Zane was in his element when they met at a bar/jazz club. That is what he does. Now, the first time that he offered her a drink, she should have said, "Look, Zane, I'm an alcoholic." Zane, being the guy that he was, he would have been cool with it. He'd been like, "Oh, I'm sorry, we'll just drink." Because if you notice, when Bae comes to tell him, it's like he didn't know. He's like, "Oh, damn." No, it all makes sense now why she was refusing. But damn, I wouldn't have done that.
This is Michelle with Todd Williams for the Variety Radio Line at EYECON Vampire Diaries here in Atlanta, Georgia.